Central Region main event. Your lineup here for tonight's A feature, starting front row on the inside. He comes to you out of Wichita, Kansas. He races a GRT, the Shamrock Tire and Auto Service number 02. Tanner Mullen's going to be the inside pole sitter. Into his outside out of Malvern, Iowa. He races the Team Harris Auto Racing Home Pride Motorsports number 99. Jesse Sobbing will be the outside pole sitter. Row 2 to the inside. Local runner here to the Lakeside Speedway out of Parkville, Missouri. The GRT Sputz Performance Powered D&D Racing Van Autoplex number 68. Kerry Davis fires off second row on the inside. To the outside of row number 2, he comes to you out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, the Lethal Chassis, Rancho Milagro Racing, Allgaier Incorporated, Mesilla Valley Transportation 2S, Stormy Scott firing up second row on the outside. To the inside of row number 3 out of Mayetta, Kansas, the Venom Chassis, Driscoll-powered big-time Bellbond Sun Leasing number 87 of Darren Fuquay. And to the outside of row number 3, the driver out of Woodward, Oklahoma, the LG2, Cornet Lightning-powered Boom Test Well Services, Coda Services, and Red Bone Fishing and Rental number 4R, Derek Ramirez starting 6th. Row 4 to the inside, the defending USMTS national champion out of Watts, Oklahoma, the Hughes Racing Chassis, Mullins-powered Red Tail Tackle, picking out West Siloam Pond and Murphy Oil Company, number 12, Jason Hughes, 4th row on the inside to his outside. He's been on a hot streak at out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, the Lethal Chassis, Andy Durham-powered Rancho Milagro Racing, Allgaier Incorporated, Mesilla Valley Transportation 1ST, that's Johnny Scott. Row 5 to the inside of Wellsville, Kansas. Pilots a Phoenix race car with a Driscoll power plant. The TDR Construction Town Oilfield Services 21T of Lancetown. And firing up to the outside of row number 5, he comes to you out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. The MB Custom Hatfield Power Army Manufacturing and Rasmussen Construction number 4W, Tyler Wolf starting 10th. Moving on to row number 6. The newly crowned King of America out of New Sharon, Iowa, the LG2 Sputz Performance Powered Casey's General Store Precision Performance 33Z. The Z-Man Zach Vanderbeek starts 11th, and to the outside of row number 6, starting 12th here tonight. 3 wins to his credit here at the Lakeside Speedway out of Happy, Texas. The MB Custom Geddes Powered Swan Energy Wichita Tank Racing. Western Flyer Express number 20, the Rocket Rodney Sanders firing from 12th. Your 13th starter in this one, the winner here last Friday night at the Lakeside Speedway from Des Moines, Iowa, the Billy Moyer Victory Race Car. Carl Performance number 5, a Todd Shute. And to the outside of row number 7, it'll be out of Perry, Kansas, the GRT River Valley Ag number 3B, Nick Bittinger. Moving on to row number 8 in this one, another past USMTS winner here to the Lakeside Speedway. He comes to you out of Springfield, Missouri. The GRT, Andy Durham-powered Randy Davidson Trucking, Allgaier Incorporated, and Wheeler Metals, number 186. JP Jeremy Payne starts 15th. And to the outside of row number 8, from Oak Grove, Missouri, an MB Custom with a Sputz Power Plant, the Go Enterprises 33 of Chad Lyle. Row 9 will find Kate Dillard out of Robeline, Louisiana, the MB Custom Geddes Powered S&S Fishing and Rental number 97, alongside newly relocated from Chandler, Arizona to Harcourt, Iowa, the Billy Moyer Victory Race Car, Carl Performance 20RT, Ricky Thornton Jr. Row 10 will find TP Terry Phillips, the Don Babb Motorsports Andy's Frozen Custard, GRT by Phillips with an Andy Durham Power Plant, the number 75. And to the outside of row number 10, Aaron Morant racing out of Richmond, Missouri, the GRT Carlisle Plumbing, Kevin's Auto Machine Shop, number 70. Row 11 on the inside, it's Austin Siebert, the Kenny's Tile MB Custom number 16 out of Grandview, Missouri, alongside one of the Canadians in the field here tonight. Out of Manners, Saskatchewan, the GRT Eagle Motorsports 01 of Joey Galloway. Row 12, it's Daniel Hilsebeck in the 22D out of Adel, Iowa, alongside the 91 Big Daddy Joe Duvall from Claremore, Oklahoma. 2 track provisional starters in this one. The 1K of Tim Carrick out of Baser, Kansas, and the 34 of Mark Schaffman out of Edwardsville, Kansas. There you have it, your lineup in tonight's Casey's General Store United States Modified Touring Series, powered by S&S Fishing and Rental, MSD Central Region 30. Down the long back straightaway here at the Lakeside Speedway. 30 plus 2 here tonight, 32 trips around. Tug the belts one last time. Take one more look at the gauges. The 02, Tanner Mullins. The 99 of Jesse Sobbing. Stand on it out of turn number 4. Your USMTS A main at Lakeside Speedway is underway. 3 wide for second. Out of the gate of this one, Stormy Scott quickly looking for second as he works down to the inside of Jesse Sobbing. Sobbing rolls the high line to pull away for the runner-up spot down the back straightaway as Tanner Mullins will show the way into turns 3 and 4. Jesse Sobbing up to the high line off of turn number 4, score lap number 1 to 99. Jesse Sobbing will lead the opening lap. Tanner Mullins back to second. Here comes Derek Ramirez down to the inside. Stormy Scott will power up to his outside and take third down the back straightaway. Stormy Scott into third, now looks down to the inside of the 02 of Tanner Mullins. Race for the runner-up spot off of turn number 4. Scott to the inside, Mullins up top. Mullins has the momentum to hang on for time being. Scott will pull back to his inside. Now he will slide up to try to take his line. Can't clear by. The 02 of Tanner Mullins has the run back around the 2S of Stormy Scott for second. Scott dives the car in deep into turns 3 and 4, trying to get the drive off of turn number 4. Won't be enough, though, and the 02 of Mullins will hang on for second. Great battle between those two for the runner-up spots, allowing Derek Ramirez to close in. This time, Stormy Scott secures the spot off of turn number 2, so Stormy now into second by Tanner Mullins. Derek Ramirez now creeping down to the inside of the 02 of Tanner Mullins off of turn number 4. Those two wheel to wheel. Mullins has the slide edge for third. But Ramirez going to work on the hub of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2 side by side for third. Wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Ramirez with the slide advantage into turns 3 and 4. He will lunge ahead and slide up to the high line in turn number 4. Ramirez now into third by Tanner Mullins. And now here comes Kerry Davis trying to set his sights on Mullins as well. So Mullins, the pole sitter in this one, slipping back now in that battle for fourth with Kerry Davis. Davis muscles by this time down the back straightaway, and here comes Johnny Scott as well, closing in on the top 5, and he's bringing Rodney Sanders with him. And just like that, Johnny Scott, a power move by the 02 of Tanner Mullins. Into the top 5 goes Johnny Scott in 1ST. Rodney Sanders smooth down to the inside of Johnny Scott as well, works his way up into 6th. As they race down the back straightaway. Keep an eye on Scott and Sanders as they run right behind. Kerry Davis scored in 4th. Out in front is Jesse Sobbing, car around in 2. Turn 2. Joe Duvall going around over in turn number 2 to force out the first caution flag in this one. Caution lights go down. 7 in, 25 to go. Sobbing your leader as we crank them back up off of turn number 4. Sobbing and Scott into turns 1 and 2. Stormy Scott down to the inside. Scott Sobbing off the high line at turn number 2. Sobbing will be your leader down the back straightaway. Kerry Davis battling back now to the inside of the 4R. Derek Ramirez as Stormy Scott pulls alongside your leader, Jesse Sobbing. Wheel to wheel for the lead off of 4. And that time it's Sobbing, but not by much as they hustle into turns 1 and 2. Stormy Scott dealt down to the inside of the 99 of Jesse Sobbing. Side by side, a race for the lead at the front. The 99 of Sobbing pulls back ahead of the 2S of Scott, but Scott has been making up a ton of ground off the bottom of turn number 4. This time, he tails out just a bit, drifts up the track on exit of 4. That allows Sobbing to stay ahead in the 99. Scott will roll back to the inside in turns 1 and 2, but it's still Sobbing out in front and 99 your leader. Rodney Sanders and Johnny Scott trying to close in on the 68 of Kerry Davis, who runs in 4th. Sanders able to get by the 1ST of Johnny Scott. Now he works down to the inside of the 68 of Kerry Davis as we're side by side for the lead once again off of turn 2. Sobbing running the momentum line around the top of the Lakeside Speedway thus far. It's paid off, but he will go to the inside this time in 3 and 4. Drifts out on exit of turn 4. And Sobbing will lead about 3 car lengths between he and the 2S of Stormy Scott. Derek Ramirez still in 3rd or 4th. Is Rodney Sanders. Sanders really mounting a charge in this one as he goes after Derek Ramirez, this time down the back straightaway. Kerry Davis rounds out the top 5 with Johnny Scott and Jason Hughes in 6th and 7th. 8th is Vanderbeek, 9th Fuquay, and 10th in this one, Jeremy Payne, as we put lap number 12 in the books, that time by Sobbing, still your leader in 99. Side by side for 3rd down the back straightaway. Rodney Sanders down to the inside of the 4R of Derek Ramirez, wheel to wheel for third. And now Rodney Sanders will take third in this one. The happy Texan on the hammer right now as he works by the 4R of Derek Ramirez. Now he will try to track down the top two, and a ton of speed right now for the Geddes powered MB Custom number 20 of Rodney Sanders. Sanders carries a ton of speed off the bottom of turn 2 this time to close the gap on the 2S of Stormy Scott. Here he comes along the hub of turn number 4, carrying a ton of speed once again in car 20. He's got it rolling down to the inside of the 2S of Stormy Scott, now side by side for second. Here comes Rodney Sanders. Wheel to wheel for the runner-up spot down the back straightaway. Sanders the inside, Stormy Scott up top. Side by side for second off of turn number 4. Sanders all the way to the extreme low line with Scott rolling the high line this time. It's Sanders in second. So Sanders takes second from the 2S of Stormy Scott, and he clears by. Now he will try to track down Jesse Sobbing with lap traffic possibly becoming a factor, but the caution has to come out for the 186 of Jeremy Payne. So Jeremy Payne off the pace in turn 2, and the yellow flag waves. So 16 in, 16 to go. Jesse Sobbing still your leader, but Rodney Sanders on his way. Green flag in the air as we look to put the second half of tonight's USMTS A main underway. We'll roll into turns 1 and 2. Sanders down to the inside of Jesse Sobbing. Sobbing has the slide advantage as Sanders takes another look down to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Sobbing way to the outside off of turn number 4 with the momentum, hangs on over Sanders. Sobbing rolls to the center that time through turns 1 and 2, hits the cushion on exit of turn 2 that time down the back straightaway. Sanders right to his inside though as they work into turns 3 and 4. Sanders to the inside, Jesse Sobbing on the cushion up top off of turn number 4. Sobbing hanging on, but Sanders right in his wheel tracks. Hot on his heels into turns 1 and 2. They're side by side with Sanders all the way on the bottom and Sobbing up top. Even down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Sanders works the hub of the racetrack once again with Sobbing continuing to pound the cushion. New leader this time by it's Rodney Sanders in car 20. So Sanders takes over here on lap number 19. He crosses it up in turn number 2. A mistake that you don't see often out of the 20 of Rodney Sanders. Gets sideways on exit of turn number 2 after taking the lead from Jesse Sobbing. 20 laps in at 12 to go. So 20 in, 12 to go. Sobbing retakes the lead from Rodney Sanders as Stormy Scott runs in third. Kerry Davis in a battle for fourth with the 1ST of Johnny Scott. And now Jason Hughes in that mix as well as he muscles by the 1ST of Scott down the front straightaway. Jason Hughes now to the top 5 in car 12. Ramirez in that battle as well as they're 3 wide off of turn 2. Great race in there. Hughes back out of the mix now as Johnny Scott works back into 5th with Ramirez 6th. Here comes Vanderbeek as well down to the inside of the 12 of Jason Hughes. Great racing. 5th on back as Jesse Sobbing rolls out in front of this one. 22 in, 10 laps to go. Look at Kerry Davis. What a run as he powers by the 2S of Stormy Scott, this time down the back straightaway. Davis back up into 3rd and 68. Rodney Sanders starting to close back in on Jesse Sobbing as he works down to the inside off at turn number 4. Sanders back within reach of the lead as they're side by side once again. Rodney Sanders recovers from that near spin just a few laps ago as he works down to the inside of Jesse Sobbing once again off of turn 2.
Kerry Davis had the fastest lap.
Kerry Davis starting to pick up speed in that GRT number 68 as we're dead even at the line. Jesse Sobbing with the slide advantage over Rodney Sanders. Sanders can't edge ahead this time on exit of 2. Sobbing still your leader down the back straightaway. The lap's winding down in this one. We'll look to put lap number 26 in the books this time by 6 laps to go. Sobbing still your leader over the 20 of Rodney Sanders. Kerry Davis closing in quick on the top 2, but the time running out as the 99 of Jesse Sobbing with just a few lap cars ahead as they work into turns 1 and 2. Rodney Sanders still working the inside line of the raceway. Inside of 5 laps to go now. This time off of turn number 4, just 4 circuits remain. And Rodney Sanders back side by side with Jesse Sobbing as they close in on the lap car, the 4W of Tyler Wolf. Sobbing will change his line into turns 1 and 2, go to the inside of Wolf. And now he will roll back to the outside as we've got the caution out. We got a cone on the racetrack over in turn 4. Clearing the last bit of debris off of the Speedway. Caution lights are out, set to refire, this time off of turn 4.
It'll be interesting. This is going to go.
Here we go, Lakeside Speedway, 28 in, just 4 more to go. Jesse Sobbing trying to hold off Rodney Sanders and Kerry Davis. Off into turns 1 and 2. It's Sanders and Davis side by side. There goes Kerry Davis to the outside of Rodney Sanders. And now to the inside of the 99 of Jesse Sobbing side by side. He'll get sideways in turn number 4. Slide job there as Sanders will take second back away from Kerry Davis. Davis tries to cross him over down the front straightaway. A great battle for second. Side by side off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Davis back to third now as the 20 of Sanders will run in second. Off of turn number 4, Sobbing still your leader, just 2 laps to go this time by. The yellow flag going to come out. Stormy Scott pointed the wrong direction in turn 4. Wow, wow, and wow. Kerry Davis had a big run, got a little bit sideways in 3 and 4, faded back to third. Jesse Sobbing through all of this, hanging on to the lead. The Home Pride Motorsports number 99. Here we go, 30 in, 2 to go.
Here we go, keep it straight, Jesse, lights are out.
A classic here at Lakeside Speedway. The rumble on the river's edge. The final 2 laps to decide it. Jesse Sobbing brings him off at turn number 4 once again. 30 in, 2 to go. Kerry Davis right on the rear deck lid of the 20 of Rodney Sanders. He'll roll up to the outside of the 20 of Sanders off at turn number 2. Now he'll cross over down to the inside of Sanders down the back straightaway. Here comes Kerry Davis side by side with Sanders into turns 3 and 4. Sanders shoots to the high line of the racetrack. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Jesse Sobbing in 99. Johnny Scott trying to make a last lap run for the podium as they're 3 wide behind the top 3. Here comes Johnny Scott along the high side. He'll get to the outside of Kerry Davis down the back straightaway with Ramirez to his inside. A great 3 wide battle for third as we come to the checkers as Jesse Sobbing wins his 3rd career USMTS feature here at Lakeside Speedway. Second will go to Rodney Sanders. 3rd, Johnny Scott. 4th to Kerry Davis. And 5th to Derek Ramirez. So Derek Ramirez crosses in 5th. 4th goes to Kerry Davis. 3rd to the 1ST of Johnny Scott. 2nd to the 20 of Rodney Sanders. But how about a hand for the driver out of Malvern, Iowa? The Team Harris Auto Racing, Coral Performance, Home Pride Motorsports, Marriott Enterprise number 99. They call him crazy. Jesse Sobbing, tonight's feature winner.
Five to go.